And welcome back to the IPF World Championships here live in Homestead, Sweden. I am Six Pack Lapidat, accompanied by Joe Whiteley. And Joe, it is the heavily anticipated Battle of the 69s, and we have two legends going head-to-head, Rosa Castellaine and Kimberly Walford, both of them two-time or two-division world champions. And this is a new division in which one of them is going to become, possibly, the first ever three-weight class world champion, but there can only be one. Add to that, new coming, fast-rising star, Chandler Babb, representing the USVI. Absolutely titanic clash of historic proportions.
Well, I can see as well that based on openers, Chandler Babb is opening the heaviest. She's got the highest projected total. Of course, it's not where you start, it's where you finish. So we need to see how that's going to play out. But both Chandler Babb and Kimberly Walford have put 230 kilo deadlift openers in.
It's going to be tough to call. I will add this as a statistic. Kimberly Walford is undefeated at the national and world championships in the classic division.
And is this Chandler Babb's first international? I think it is.
First ever international.
Yeah.
However, everybody has a day where you tip over. Everybody has a day where you pass the baton. Is this that day? Or does she turn that trick one more time, become the first ever three-division world champion? We're going to find out in just a few moments.
I don't think you can bet against Kimberly Walford. But Rosa Castelline and we have Chandler Babb. I would not like to say how this will go, but I'm excited to see it play out.
To say the least, I am to Katia Curtis-Salava, representing Georgia at 115 kilo on the bar.
She got a yellow card from the centre referee. Not sure what that would be for. I didn't see it from my angle, but yellow card can cover a number of infractions.
Emma Mcdermott of Ireland, 145 kilo on the bar for her.
Very well-known face in Irish powerlifting. She competed at Helsingborg last time we had this competition. That looked great.
When she competed in Helsingborg, was she a 72 or?
She was a 63. She's gone up.
Is that right? And that's with the new weight class of 69 kilo, it's a mixture of people. Some people going up, some people coming down, and.
Yeah, well, I think she'd gone up to the 72s, but this gave her a better option. She was a light 72, so this gave her a better option to slide in as a 69.
And this is Nina Turkishvili of Georgia. Nino Turkishvili, 145. Nicely done.
I think that Phoenix gear SBD new range looks absolutely fantastic. But that was no lift, that was not quite deep enough. Now from our side, it looked okay, but she got a white light from this side.
Yep. We got three judges sitting in three different spots on the platform.
Bars loaded, 175 kilos, to Christine Castro of Canada.
Christine Castro of Canada, opening up with 175 kilo. She's been to the Worlds before. Not unaccustomed to the world stage.
Lifted at the Pan Americans in August. Squatted 180 there. I think she won her class at that competition.
3 white lights.
3 white lights for Christine at 175. 175
And in terms of the 69 kilo class, you know, Kimberly Walford was winning some of these titles hovering around the 69 kilo mark.
This will be a
Oh,
World
wow.
Masters 1 record for Kimberly.
Well, speaking of,
It's easy to forget that Kimberly Walford is a Masters lifter.
yeah,
You know, she's 43 years old.
I know, I take it as an inspiration myself. And so Kimberly Walford, representing the U.S. VI, 175 kilo.
This adds 5 kilos to the M1 standard world record.
You know, strategically, well, actually, it won't be any chips in the open. And there it is. The GOAT is back. 3 white lights.
Fantastic squat there from Kimberly. It's always great to see her on the platform.
Chandler Babb, also of the US Virgin Islands.
She's got such long femurs. She has to sit back so far on that squat.
And she is followed by teammate Chandler Babb, representing the U.S. Virgin Islands, 29 years old, fast rising star.
And you've spoken about this story, haven't you, Ryan, that Kimberly invited Chandler Babb onto the team?
Chandler is here because Kimberly wanted her here.
That's a true champion.
That's a true champion. And Chandler will say, thank you for the opportunity. I have to do what I got to do to make you regret it.
Deep, but her hips rose a bit early. She tipped over on the way up. I mean, that's not a fail.
3 white lights, and Chandler is on the board.
Squat looked easier than Kimberly's, I would say, but she's a little bit of technical error just there, you see.
Ah, the chest dips forward.
Yeah, knees shot back, and that tipped her over a little bit. I hope that doesn't give her trouble as it gets heavier.
177.5 kilos,
Sarah Manzantini of Italy, 177.5 on the bar for her.
Nice.
3 white lights and a good lift for Sarah at 177.5.
She squatted 187.5 at Italian Nationals last month. So more to come from her, I think.
Marta Kiena of Norway up next with 180 kilo on the bar. You know, for a lot of these lifters, being in this clash of the Titans, where you have Hall of Fame all-time greats like Rosa, Castelline, and Kimberly Walford, all eyes are going to be on this session. No pressure. If you're a newcomer to the IPF Worlds, I'm sure it's got to be a little bit rattling.
I'm sure, but imagine having the opportunity to be part of history like that.
That's it, too.
Easy.
Smooth 180 for Marta.
Strong. We're getting close to the world record now. The world record squat in this class is 186. Belongs to Kimberly.
The pride of Brazil, Rosa Castellaine, the legendary 2-division world champion, in and out of equipment champion, World Games. You say it, she's done it, opening up with 185 kilo.
I don't think she's competed too much since lockdown. And that's only 1 kilo less than the world record.
I love that both her and Kimberly got a smile on their face like it's good to be back.
Yeah. So much power there.
Quick look at the rundown after the openers. A lot of lifting left to go.
Loaded. 122.5 kilos. Katia Kurtsilava, Georgia.
Katia Kurtislava, 122.5 kilo on the bar for her, representing Georgia. That was quick.
No lift, I'm afraid. 2 to 1. Red and yellow cards. No lift, 2 to 1.
So that was depth from one side. The yellow card, I'm just not sure about.
Also Georgia. Didn't get 145, has gone up to
She beat the command, apparently. I didn't spot that. Only one referee spotted that. But I guess if it's the centre referee giving you the command, they're going to know whether you go first, aren't they?
Tough to trick them. Nino Turkishvili of Georgia as well. Miss 145, opting to go up to 150 regardless.
Wow. Wow, that's brave, isn't it?
Oh, you miss one on depth, you might miss the other on strength. Hopefully not. Depth was better.
Was it good enough? No.
You know,
So
it's
this
same,
is where,
same angle,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. So this is where it doesn't look like such a great decision anymore to go up, because she's got to come out for that again now.
Yeah, if you keep it at opener weight and you're confident, I could bury this weight if I have
Yeah.
to. No, back against the wall, hopefully not eliminated. She's got one more attempt, but this is already a fairly short flight.
Yeah.
Might
Not
get a
much
little
recovery
shorter.
time. Got 9 lifters.
Emma Mcdermott of Ireland, 152.5.
PB's 155, so she's only just below that. Looking strong, though.
Three white lights. And is it just me, or are we moving rather quickly?
It seems to be running really fast, but we've got such a quick platform crew. By the time we've called the next lifter out, the bar's ready to go.
I feel like we just saw Kimberly. Imagine how she feels with this kind of weight. Kimberly Walford of the U.S. Virgin Islands. 180 kilo is loaded on the bar for her.
I'm sure we can pick this up from the timestamps after the event, but I think they're getting about 6 minutes.
You got to think the lifters and coaching staff are going to need to adjust. Although, obviously, at the top, we got some veterans who have probably been in this type of fast-paced session before. Oh, it's a scrap.
I heard
Nope.
her coach say easy weight, but
Are you okay, Kimberly? You okay?
It is Kimberly Walford.
that was difficult because it tipped over her head. That was really difficult, and the lifter was no longer under the bar to help. It was really difficult to bring back. I could hear her coach shouting easy weight, but that just did not look like it was going to go.
You know, yeah, I'm glad, like, it's Kimberly Walford. She could fluff it off, walk off the platform. I'm good. You see her say out loud to, those that are concerned.
But that opens the door now to the competition.
It does. Speaking of Christine Castro of Canada, 182.5. And you have to wonder, I mean, Kimberly has won world titles with just one squat in,
Yeah.
but we haven't seen a bail like that.
Yeah, that was tough. That was a real grind. I think in previous times when she's missed a squat, it's been on depth. So it takes it out of you to fail like that.
If anybody can bounce back from being slightly rattled, it's going to be Kimberly.
Absolutely.
Christine Castro, 182.5. Steady right through. The bar slows but never stops.
Wasn't quite deep enough from my angle. It was just about parallel, didn't break through. If we watch that back, we can see that she just about gets there, doesn't quite sink it in.
You know, we've had a lot of failures already. We're moving very quickly. And, you know, Kimberly doesn't have much time to recuperate after being bailed on the squat like that.
No. And that didn't look like a technical error. That looked like it was just too heavy.
And that's, yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Can't
Sarah.
underestimate the impact it takes. Jet lag. She was very jet lagged when she came in.
Sarah Manzantini of Italy, 185.
That was a tough squat.
Three white lights.
Sarah
at 185 kilos. Next weight on the bar is 187.5. This is the Chandler Babb, US Virgin Islands. It remains on the bar for the next lifter, Kiena, who will be followed by Castelline. Last three lifters in the second round. This is a world
Kimberly's
record attempt.
U.S. Virgin Islands teammate, Chandler Babb. 187.5 kilo on the bar for her for a world record attempt in only her second squat.
So this is Kimberly Walford's record. So she's out the back, having just missed her second. And she has her teammate coming out to take her squat world record. Of course, Kimberly's this squat's never been her best lift. She's obviously a deadlift her best lift still.
Yep.
Depth looks good. Oh, I thought it was rolling up her neck. I thought that weight had got in front of her.
I tell you what, Chandler looks strong today.
Really does. Walks away with a world record in her first international.
The newcomer making her presence felt amongst legends. Not at all overwhelmed, walking with giants. Marta Kiena.
So, but for an accident of lot number, Marta Kiena would be walking out for a world record right now. However, she had the higher lot number, so she took the same weight and went after Chandler Babb.
187.5 as well. Yep. All about timing.
Oh, how easy was that? Wow.
Comparatively, you know, that was very smooth. Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
Lot numbers were assigned randomly at weigh-in, and you have to think it's such a shame that she didn't go first, because that's absolutely deserving of a world record. But
And here we are. Anna Rosa Castellaine of Brazil. The Brazilian Lion, 190 kilo on the bar for her. And a world record attempt.
so we've had 2 attempts at Masters world records. This is about the 4th attempt at an open world record.
And we are moving fast.
Oh, hips come up.
I tell you what, we've had more failures in the second attempts than we have had successful attempts. This is an untidy session. It's a dramatic session.
Also, a big surprise here, the Norwegian lifter, Kiena, looking the strongest at the highest weight.
There's a look at the how we rest in the squat standings after 2 rounds of squatting. We're entering our 3rd already.
And the 2 favourites are down in 4th and 5th.
Yeah.
5th and 6th even.
Katia Kurtislava of Georgia, 125.
That's a lovely squat, isn't it? Very conservative. Weight's not quite deep.
A little
enough,
too
though.
conservative.
This is again, it was a white light from the side we're on, but red lights for depth on the other side.
The bar is loaded. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's get behind Nino. Come on.
Nino Turkishvili, also representing Georgia, just needs to sink this. She's strong enough. The bar speed is on point. Technically, no major breakdowns. She can handle 150. She has to trust herself and drop it into the hole.
It didn't look any different to me.
See what the judges say.
No.
They're going to have to agree.
That's a real shame. Quite often if a lifter comes out and fails their opener on depth, they go back, they recalibrate, say, okay, I understand now what the requirement is. But she just didn't seem to go any deeper.
The thing is, too, I mean, if that's how she's been training, difficult to retool a squat.
Yeah.
If there's a small change up. Emma Mcdermott of Ireland, 160 on the bar for her.
This is a PB attempt. This will be 5 kilos more than she's ever squatted before. No, not quite. She was strong, showed a lot of fight, pushing through the sticking points, but only took it to parallel and no further.
U.S. Virgin Islands, Kimberly Walford, taking another go at 180 kilo.
You have to think it took it out of her to fail that last one.
And get rattled. However,
I don't think you can rattle her. She brings the fire. She's got such fierce determination.
if anybody can rally back, it's Kimberly Walford.
Absolutely. You can hear Greta shouting, you have to be upright. It's difficult for her because she has to sit so far back with those long legs. And she's driving, she's driving, it's coming.
Big fight.
What do the referees think? No, depth. It's hard to see depth from here because she's folded over so much. She's sat so far back. And it's covered by the...
Yeah, you can't see her hips, but...
yeah, covered by the plates.
And sometimes, not intentionally, but self-preservation kicks in and your body just cuts it itself a stitch higher. Christine Castro of Canada, 182.5. Just needs to drop it a little lower. Christine looks strong enough.
Many-time national champion. You must know Christine. You must have seen her lift, yeah.
Very familiar with Christine. Better on depth.
Oh, didn't quite have the strength. A sweet little voice there. Thank you.
Yeah, the spotter's real quick there.
Yeah. She got the depth, but just could not bring it up.
Sarah Manzantini of Italy, 187.5.
Every lift after it is a world record attempt. The bar is loaded at 187.
Again, it's all these lifters are coming out for what was a world record 10 minutes ago.
Right. Yeah. It also should be noted, we haven't had a single lifter hit their final squat, and only 4 hit their second. We are moving at a very brisk pace in world record territory, no less.
This is hard coming out this fast.
Right.
Nope.
Yeah, this is a very difficult session.
It really is. 3 squats to go.
It is a sea of red on our scoreboard here. Can Rosa Castelline of Brazil change the tide with 190 kilo? She's a fighter.
So do you think it's the level of competition? Everyone knows it's going to be hard. They know they're going to have to put a lot of numbers up. So it causes a little bit of overreaching, even in these world champions.
Depth looks good. Nope. And the doors really swung open for Chandler Babb,
Marta, Kiena, Norway.
with both Anna Rosa and Kimberly registering only their opener.
Of course, Anna Rosa as well has come a long way. Long haul flight, big time difference. It's harder on jet lag to go west to east. Both Kimberly and Anna Rosa have done. But it's the same for Chandler Babb.
Absolutely. Marta Kiena of Norway, 192. Even, because this is a world record attempt. Marta missed her opportunity, as you have pointed out, in the second round for a world record. Says, hey, if they're being handed out, can I have an opportunity?
And she looked the strongest under the bar. She looked great on 187.
I'm going to have to agree with you. Of the squatters we've seen, she might be leading the pack.
Not
Oh,
as deep
wow.
as her other one. So strong, though. Was it
Very
deep enough?
I
Yes,
thought
it
so.
was. Yes, it was.
I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I hold my breath and wait if I'm unsure in the depth. That one I was sure myself. Take a look at this squat.
So, yeah, on the replay, that was fine. She was so... You have to think she had more there. I think 195 might have gone.
Chandler Babb of the U.S. Virgin Islands has an amazing opportunity now, gaining ground and steam over the other two favorites, as well as a chip in play.
Yeah, that could really be important now.
A very important third attempt.
Because she's heavier than Kimberly, but lighter than Anna Rosa. I think body weight might also come into play. But Chandler Babb's second squat looked very strong, but she started to tip a little bit as she came over.
It might be her squatting style. I think she
Maybe
did it
so.
in her openers, so we'll have to see.
Nope.
Nope.
No, I am sorry. The
One successful lift in the last round, so that gives the gold medal on squat and the world record to Marta Kiena, who we just did not see coming.
It's listen, it makes it more dramatic. It's still way too early to call.
Of course.
For all the obvious reasons. We've seen Kimberly move forward with just one squat. She's going to load up and pull for the win. But that is how the squat session ends, with Marta taking the gold, as you had said, Chandler taking the silver, and Sarah from Italy taking the bronze on body weight from Anna Rosa. But that's just fine with Kimberly and Anna Rosa. They're not so much concerned with individual medals. They're looking at the long, bigger picture for the overall total and possibly a chance to become three-weight class champions. It has been dramatic, Joe. We promised fireworks.
And we've had them.
Don't go anywhere. We will be back in 20 minutes. And welcome back to the IPF World Championships live in Homestead, Sweden. Calling the action, six-pack Lapidat and Joe Whiteley for the 69-kilo open. And Joe, the squat session didn't go to script.
It was shocking. You know, Kimberly Walford only got one in, Rosa Castelline only got one in, and we had the Norwegian lifter. Kiena took the world record in the end and the gold medal in squat. It was not how it was supposed to go. We're looking at Kimberly Walford in 5th and Rosa Castellaine in 4th. I know we've got a long way to go and we've got big deadlifts to come, but this was not what we expected.
I mean, we've had it all. We had one competitor, Trickishvili, unfortunately bombing out. Kimberly Walford bailing, and it was a tough bail.
Yeah.
Anna Rosa broke a record, but then failing her third. And then was it only the second that Anna Rosa got?
It was only the first,
Oh,
I thought.
first,
She
sorry.
got her first, she missed 190, second and third.
And then Chandler Babb, the opportunity door swung open, and she walked through it and has a bit of a lead here. There's a lot of lifting left to go, and obviously Kimberly Walford is always going to load up and pull for the win. She's the type that's going to go out on her shield if she's going out. But what a startling turn of events in the squat session.
So we should see Anna Castellane pull a little bit of ground back now because she's got the biggest bench. And she's got a huge opener, opening at 122.5.
It's also a very quick turnaround for this flight. Back in the warm-up room, I've heard a lot of people comment on that, about just how quickly a lifter comes back into the warm-up room, sits down, and you don't even get through one of your hype songs. You're already going back out there.
Yeah,
If
true.
you miss the lift,
6 or 7 minutes between lifts and then only 20 minutes turnaround time between disciplines.
Katia Kurtislava, representing Georgia, 55 kilo for her opener.
PB 70, so this is a nice, easy, conservative opener, hopefully.
And I like this strategy because we had mentioned how quick the turnaround is. You got to start adjusting.
She did get one red light. I don't see any issues from that replay. Obviously, the referees have very different angles and views.
Nino Trickishvili of Georgia. Unfortunately, did not register a squat due to depth. Cannot post the total, but can bench press, deadlift.
2 red lights, yellow cards from the side referees. So
but-
let's see.
Oh,
Oh,
my
wow.
goodness.
She was miles off the bench there. Okay. Now, we didn't see that first time around. It just goes to show you don't see everything from every camera angle.
Emma Mcdermott from Ireland, 80 kilo on the bar for her opener. Driving those traps into the bench.
Strong.
3 white lights. And Joe, I don't know about you, but my blood pressure is high, and I'm hoping there's no more massive drama in the bench press event.
Well, I hope so. I hope we can have quite a calm round of bench because there's going to be some excitement on deadlift.
Canada's Christine Castro, 87.5 kilo for her opener. I think even, the lifters themselves, you got to pace yourself.
Yeah. So even on bench, if you open too high, you're tiring yourself out before you get to your main weight. But if you open too low, it's hard to step up into do the big jump to the next one.
You can't fall behind, and that's a nice bench opener for Castro. Sarah Manzantini of Italy, 102.5 for her opener.
She benched 110 at Italian Nationals in August. Comfortable. Ooh, side ref saying no. Side referee's indicating the butt came up.
Yep.
Yeah, just a pop. She popped that leg drive and her butt came up. I think this is an issue when you train on non-standard equipment. You're used to it being a slightly different height.
Kimberly Walford, representing the U.S. Virgin Islands. 7-time IPF World Champion.
This is a big opener for her.
105?
Yeah, she has opened on this quite a few times before, but she hasn't benched more than 110 for a while.
Three white lights, yeah, you're right. That was work, wasn't it? It certainly didn't move.
Super easy. I think maybe the travel, the distance is taking its toll a little bit. She did referee a session or two, which is hard. So did Rosa Castelline.
Chandler Babb, also of the U.S. Virgin Islands, 107.5.
And this is what you see with these champion world-class athletes. They're here, they're helping, they're coaching, they're refereeing. You know, maybe a little bit more focus on your own competition. But they're such great people. They want to give back. Big opener for Chandler Babb.
That was smooth.
Was.
That was smooth. And if you're in the back warm-up room, you got to be a little bit alarmed looking at that.
She's only benched 110 in competition before, but you have to think she's got more there.
Yeah, of the 3 ladies who came in top nomination, she's probably going to make the most progress on her numbers. She's 29 years old. And Marta.
But look at this. Kiena's coming out for 115. She's been a real surprise this competition already.
She broke the world record squat, took the gold, and this might be her coming out party for all of the 69 kilo class.
Bench PB is 105. This is 115.
You can forgive people for not being able to scout her properly. And
yeah.
You know, yeah, this storyline, tomorrow we might all be talking about her.
I think so. That wasn't super easy. Dude, it was never any doubt, but let's see how much more she's got. Now, Anna's a big bencher.
Rosa Castelline, 122.5 kilo on the bar for her.
She's benched 130 before. 132.5 is listed as a PB, but that was a few years ago.
This is where Anna is going to gain some ground.
Oh, wow. That was great.
Very nice opener. Chandler Babb and Kimberly Walford have much bigger deads, but Anna is going to gain a lot of ground in the bench press.
I think Anna just moved into the lead on subtotal.
Katia Curtis Salava up next with 60 kilo. Quick peek at the rundown after the openers. No major surprise with Anna leading the pack. but a bit of a surprise there with Marta coming
Yeah.
in second, and she might continue to surprise us.
Yeah, I think so. Currently forecasted to make the overall podium, which will be a real shocker. But long way to go yet.
It's a long way to go to hand out medals, but it is certainly a possibility that we have to begin to consider Katia of Georgia, 60 kilo.
Nice and smooth.
2 to 1, the good lift for Castelline. 80 goes on the bar now for Nino Tinkisvili, also on.
Always difficult to see butt lift when you've got the feet so far back because there's not much there on the bench anyway. So it's hard to see whether that comes up or not.
Bar is loaded. 80 kilos. Nino Tinkisvili, Georgia.
Nino Trikishvili from Georgia, 80 kilo, missed 177.5, but
She's
came up.
done it again. She's missed her opener and put more weight on.
At this point, she's not going to get a total, so she can somewhat.
Jump the command, I think. Now, if we're on her opener, her butt was miles off the bench, so let's see how that goes this time. Yep, and again.
65 goes on the bar now for Emma Mcdermott of Ireland.
This is not working out for her at all.
Nope. At a certain point, the wheels are going to come off, but she can come back out for the deadlift. Emma Mcdermott for Ireland, 85 kilo. 5 kilo jump. 2.5 kilo personal best.
So she went up from the 63s to the 72s, and she's just popped down again to the 69s. Hasn't lost any strength on bench, clearly.
2 to 1, no limit. Side referees giving yellow card once again for a change in electric position. Bar is being loaded now.
Yep, there we go. Butt came up.
Castro of Canada. The bar is loaded. 92.5.
Canada's Christine Castro, 92.5. Hi, Mom. Isn't that cute? Adorable. Let's see, 5 kilo. Still 5 kilo below her personal best.
I think that's a nice second attempt.
Green white lights and a good lift for Christine at 92.
Yeah, she's happy with it. Leaving with some positive momentum off the platform. And a good judgment call by Team Canada in terms of weight selection. She's got a little bit of room to grow.
Yeah, I think another 2.5 should go there.
I have to agree with you. Sarah Manzantini of Italy, 102.5.
She missed her opener. She stayed at the same weight. I think that's the best way.
Especially on bench press, it's so volatile. 3 commands, a lot of different infractions to pick up along the way. What do you think, Joe?
It looked nice to me, and it looked nice to the referees too.
The white lights. I like how when I asked you, you weren't afraid to say it before the white lights came. I do the same to Rob, and he hesitates and stalls until he sees the lights.
No, I'm happy to give my opinion. I could be wrong. There's always, I'm always prepared to be wrong.
Kimberly Walford of the U.S. Virgin Islands hit her opener at 105, jumping up to 110.
She's going to need every kilo she can possibly get.
Yeah, this is top-end bench for her in recent years, but
Yeah.
Like you just said, maybe she's telling herself, I need these kilos, so
Yeah.
we have to gamble a little bit.
And she sticks with it. That's great.
That is a good second attempt if you're Kimberly Walford. Oh,
Oh, wow. Let's see if we can see what the side referees saw. Oh, she did. She was up.
Yep. That was
She was off the bench.
definitely, it's tough because the bar moves so well, and she really needed those kilos, but her butt definitely came off the
Definitely
bench.
did.
Needs to right the ship. winning with just your opener is going to be very difficult with a young lady like Chandler Babb in the pack.
Yeah.
112.5 for the fast rising star Chandler Babb, who is asserting herself in the 69 kilo class today.
This will be a PB, but her opener looked really strong.
All types of horsepower in this young lady.
Slow but steady.
Slow and steady sometimes wins the race.
And it's winning this race.
Yeah, we seem to be trending. Look at that.
That's a great bench. You know, there's such a high quality of lifting here today. These are all national champions and many time world champions in some cases. This is a huge bench for Marta.
Marta Kiena, 120, is building a massive subtotal. She will lose a bit of ground on the deadlift, but the subtotal she's building, she might be able to lose a little bit of ground and still reach the podium.
This is a 15 kilo PB attempt on bench. It's incredible. Oh, not quite, not quite.
Nice
Not
catch
quite.
by the spotters.
Yeah, they let her struggle with it. They let her fight it, but kept her safe in the end.
Take a look at this replay. This bar froze right here, and she fought. Unfortunately, might have emptied the tank.
I think so. It's hard to fight with the bar for that long.
And Rosa Castelline, Brazil's favorite daughter, the legendary 127.5 on the bar for her second attempt.
Sets a great arch. Her opener was great.
Whoa. She's hot now.
That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal.
Anna Rosa Castellane is heating up. And you could tell when she left the platform, she's telling herself, hey, a little shaky on squats, but I'm back.
Momentum's so important at this stage in the competition.
You can feel it. It's tangible in sport. Who has the momentum and who's losing it? Katia Kurtislava of Georgia. $62.5 for her third and final bench press. We're already on the third and finals.
Good selection there from the Georgian coaches.
I agree with you. Yeah, you can only go up 2.5 kilo. Another 2.5 might have been too much.
Yep. And here we have a lifter that is yet to make a successful attempt at any lift.
Nino Trikashvili from Georgia. Staying at 80 kilo this time. Jump the press to band. And I'm not sure if she's now flustered. And just once you get flustered.
Yeah, it's really difficult, but she didn't even keep her butt down that time. So even if she hadn't jumped the command, she wasn't getting that. That is such a shame.
Emma Mcdermott of Ireland, 85 kilo for her. This is going to be a 2.5 kilo personal best, but she missed it on her second.
Keep it planted, Anna.
Do you remember the infraction, Joe?
I think her butt came up.
Yeah, we're being told by the producers the butt came up.
Didn't seem to be a lot of movement of the body from that angle.
Passes 2-1. And I tell you what, the Irish team very good with loading the bar.
They are.
With an appropriate weight their lifter can handle.
They've brought a big team to these championships, Masters and Juniors and Open, and they're having a great time.
Well represented, Christine Castro of Canada, 85 kilo on the bar for her. 2.5 kilo jump. You had suspected they'd do this 2.5 kilo jump.
Yeah, it was. I think that's right. I think that's the right call. She got both. She got her first and second squats. Didn't quite make her third. She got her first 2 benches in. Lifting very well. Not quite. I heard the cue chest to the bar, which I think is a great one. You bring the chest up to the bar rather than the bar down to the chest, and that helps you stay tall. But it wasn't quite there today.
Sarah Manzantini of Italy. 107.5 on the bar for her. 5 kilo jump, missed her opener, retook the weight, hit it on her second. Looking to grab some more kilo for her third.
Matches her PB.
So she's done it before. Can she do it today?
Oh, can she lock that left arm? She's fighting with it. She's fighting with it. What a battle.
Amazing effort. 3
Yes.
white lights, and that is the grinder of the bench session.
It
Queen of
really
the grind
is.
here.
She deserves every kilo of that. So many lifters would have just given up, but she just kept fighting, kept her position, kept her butt down. That's a phenomenal bench.
Whole body shaking.
Bar is loaded, 110 kilos. Kimberly Walford,
Okay.
United States Virgin Islands.
Kimberly Walford, U.S. Virgin Islands, hit 110, but her butt came up.
Yeah, I don't remember that her failing for that before. I can't think of it.
It's a bit of a different day. Has an opportunity to hit this and grab 5 more kilo.
She's fighting with it, but no. Not quite there. She's not having the best day. She's 2 for 6.
You know, you had someone alluded to the fact of she's opening rather high considering where she's been benching lately, and if she maybe pushing herself with some high-end openers with not a lot of room to grow from there and grab some kilo.
Tires you out. And, you know, as you've talked about, it's a fast turnaround. 6 or 7 minutes between attempts. Only 20 minutes to warm up. This is a hard environment.
Chandler Babb, U.S. Virgin Islands as well. 115. 112.5 was work, but she is all types of strong.
Not quite. But you know, she didn't leave anything behind. She got 112.5, failed 115. She got everything she was capable of on the day.
The second attempt at this weight will be followed only by Castelline. Bar is loaded. 120 kilos.
Marta
Kiena.
Kiena of Norway. 120 for her, and she is really putting on a show. Missed this on her second. Has an opportunity for one more shot.
I think it just wouldn't go, if I'm right. It wasn't a technical infraction. She just could not quite drive it home.
If she can get it, it's 5 more kilo on a very impressive subtotal. Oh,
He's
wow.
going. So,
Did her
what
butt
do the
come up?
referee-
No.
This is a phenomenal day for Marta Kiena. She's having a great day. She's put, I don't know, 25 kilos on her subtotal. It's crazy.
It's a heck of a subtotal.
The bar is loaded.
Anna Rosa Castellane of Brazil, 130 kilo even. Hit 127 pretty smoothly, and I think this should be within reach.
I would not bet against this going.
Oh, right to the top. Anna is on fire today.
That was a great whoop she gave out at the bottom of the on the bench. Phenomenal.
When you're on, and you know it. 130. And, okay, well, more dramatics, Joe. We're going to have the rundown here. Anna collecting the gold, Marta grabbing the silver, Chandler Babb taking the bronze. But that is just the bench press event. There's a bigger picture here, and these ladies have, there's a look at the total, beautiful. Anna with a 315 subtotal, Marta with a 312, surprising some people emerging, Chandler Babb with 300 even, and Kimberly Walford.
I've just seen that Kiena had her third bench overturned. Her total, as we looked at it, went down to 307. It's been overturned, that last one. I don't have any information on why.
Her butt lifted up. I made eye contact with my TV producer. He looked at me and said, pay attention to the slow-mo. Her butt was way up.
Sure.
And I didn't say anything. I'm not trying. Don't want to influence the outcome of anything here, but so that's a fair call.
Sure.
But looking ahead, you see how tight the battle is now. Kimberly Walford, resting in fifth currently, has a monster deadlift, but it has to be said, honestly, not the day we expected. We will be back in 19 minutes. Don't go anywhere. The dramatic conclusion of the 69-kilo class. It's all coming to a head in the deadlifts. and welcome back to the IPF World Championships here live in Homestead, Sweden. I am Six-Pack Lapidat, accompanied by Joe Whiteley for the 69-kilo open class. And Joe, it's been a dramatic squat.
Surprising.
It's been a surprising. Kimberly Walford hitting her openers, but only her openers in both the squat and the bench. Rosa Castelline, it was a bit of an up-down as well for her, but Chandler Babb piecing herself beautifully. When they all hit their opening deadlifts, Chandler is now in the lead.
Sure, but Kimberly Walford sitting in 5th place, as we can see there at subtotal. But I just checked this out in the break, and she was in 5th place in Helsingborg going into deadlift, and she won that day.
Oh, the ultimate believer over here.
Well, you know.
The ultimate believer over here. Well, it is true. However, there seems to be a tangible momentum towards Chandler Babb. We hadn't seen Kimberly fail on a squat quite like that happened. And on the bench press, technically your butt coming up, you had mentioned where you hadn't noticed that before.
No. So she's in a more difficult place than we've seen her before. But she's looking at the openers. She hasn't changed her opener. She hasn't dropped it. So she must be feeling she can pull whatever she needs to do for the win.
I guarantee, look, she's the type that's going to go all in. And Kimberly Walford, it doesn't matter if she's in 5th place or 20th place. She's loading that bar for the gold medal and nothing less on her last deadlift. That's how the queen loses her throne if she's going to lose it.
And I spotted from the running order there that she's got lot number advantage on Chandler Babb. They're pulling the same weight, but Kimberly Walford has a higher lot number, so she gets to see what Chandler Babb does and then react to it.
Katia Kurtsilava of Georgia, 135 for her opener.
Nice and easy.
3 white lights and a good lift for Katia at 135. 180 goes on the bar now for Mcdermott, Ireland. Bar loaded, 180 kilos, Mcdermott.
Ireland's Emma McDermott, 180 kilo on the bar for her opener. Something to be taken into account as well, Joe. The fact we had all mentioned, and in the warm-up room it was mentioned several times when I was back there, the speed in which we are turning over, and if you have big deadlifts, would take a lot out of you. Did not take a lot out of Emma there, but that take a lot out of you. The turnaround, you can't recuperate quickly, so we've had a lot of misses. I don't think that trend is going to change. What do you think?
I think it's also, because it's a small group, usually the big pullers, they are still warming up as the first lifters come out. But this is only 9 lifters, so they don't have that advantage either. So I think it's going to be tough.
Canada's Christine Castro, 195 on the bar for her.
.205 PB. Oh, and that's tough.
3 white lights. Yeah, it was definitely work for an opener.
I wouldn't put more than 5 kilos on that for a second. That was really hard to come past the knees. Maybe that's typical of her lifting. I'm not sure.
Well, her openers were smooth up until now.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit of fatigue catching up. And Sarah Manzatini of Italy, 200 kilo even.
She has the Italian deadlift record, 213. Comfortable opening lift there.
Good lift for Sarah Manzantini at 200 kilos. Same weight remains on the bar. Castelline of Brazil.
Rosa Castelline up next. Yeah, that was a nice smooth opener for the Italian, solidifying her total. And Rosa Castelline covered some ground in the bench press as expected. That's one of her better events, but probably going to lose a little bit of ground to the medal favorites here in the deadlift.
Yeah, she pulled 20 kilos back on a bench press, which is really unusual. Attests to how great her bench is.
200 kilos stays on the bar.
I thought she'd lost her balance at the top there for a moment. So did the referees.
I thought I saw a bit of a bobble as well. Let's take a look.
Yeah. That puts Anna under real pressure now.
Nino Trikashvili hasn't had a official lift pass yet.
And you have to admire her grit and determination to come out for this and not think, do you know what, I'm 6 for nothing, I'm not coming out.
I think she's going to get this. A conventional puller, it's a lot easier.
Yes.
You know, the intangibles when you sumo, possibly bobbling at the top, etc. And there it is.
She's got one in.
All is not lost. She can have a banner deadlift day. And it's not how the story starts, it's how it ends. But Marta, who had a fantastic start from Norway, breaking squat world records, excellent bench, opening with 205 on the dead.
She's still in touch, you know. She's still in touch with the favourites.
It's got to be said, she might bump one of the favourites off the podium.
Yeah. Conventional. This is only 2.5 kilos below her current PB. She lost her back position really early, but the bar moved really quickly.
A good lift for Marta Kiena at 205. Ladies and gentlemen, the jury have overturned the referee's
We've
decision.
just heard that the jury have overturned the Anna Rosa Castellaine's failed opener. She's got her 200.
You know what, when I seen it, her shoulders bobbed, but the barbell
It didn't look like it, did it? I mean, it's hard for us to say. It's the camera doesn't always tell the full story.
Chandler Babb, 230 kilo. If she hits this, solidifies her total and is in the lead by 15 kilo, which is a sizable spread. And she's got a monster deadlift, so she could probably maintain that lead.
Now, that was tough at the top.
The thing is, I've been watching her on Instagram, and a lot of her deads are like that.
Sure.
She's not a fast puller. They
She's
always
got a lot
appear
of grind.
She's got
Yeah.
a lot of grind. She's a conventional puller, which goes hand in hand with it as well.
She did 237.5 at Ronats in June. She's come a long way since then.
Also 230 on the bar for the legendary Kimberly Walford.
This is all the records in the M1s for Kimberly. Tough one for Kimberly.
That was definitely a tough one.
She's put 30 kilos on the Masters 1 deadlift record.
Everybody got their opener, which is good. Some of them will work.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't call how far some of these lifters can go now.
Mcdermott and Castro to follow.
There's a look at the standings. Kimberly Walford, 230. Babb, 230. Walford, because she weighed in lighter. She weighed in at 67.6 kilo, by the way. Not sure if there's a storyline behind that.
Yeah, I'm not sure at all.
Katia Kurtislava of Georgia, 145 kilo. Nicely done.
3 white lights and a good lift at 145 for Kurtsilava. Next weight on the bar is 190 kilos. 190 kilos.
We have 190 kilos now coming up for Emma Mcdermott.
Emma Mcdermott of Ireland, 190 kilo on the bar for her.
190 kilos, Emma Mcdermott of Ireland.
We have drama coming up because I can see Chandler Babb's only put 5 kilos on, which I think is fair. But Kimberly Walford has put 240.5. She's going for the deadlift world record on her second attempt.
Her opener, it was work though.
I wouldn't like to call it.
Emma makes smooth
wow.
work.
Gives the plates a pat on her way off the platform. Because you've been my friends today.
200 kilos. Christine Castro of Canada.
Canada's Christine Castro, 200 kilo even. Yeah, this whole session's been difficult to call.
All loaded. 200 kilos. Christine Castro, Canada.
Here's Christine. This is still a little bit below her current PB. 205.
You know what?
Doesn't look much difference to her opener, did it?
I was going to say, I think she just pulls like that and probably has more in the tank. The bar was around the same speed as her opener. Italy's Sarah Manzantini, 210 kilos.
Sarah Manzantini of Italy.
10-kilo jump from her opener. 3 kilo below her previous personal best.
I think we'll see a PB attempt next.
Good lift for Sarah at 210. 210 remains on the bar for Anna Castellaine of Brazil.
Anna Rosa Castellaine, the Brazilian legend, 210 kilo on the bar for her. 10-kilo jump from her opener. It'll put her at a total of 515 in its silver medal position.
Anna Castellaine of Brazil.
Some monster deadlifters in this field, though, and they're starting to cover some ground.
She lost her balance a little bit at the top with 200.
Yeah. Shoulders moved. Bar stayed.
The rules do say that if the bar... Oh, dear.
Uh-oh.
That did not go.
Another surprise in an already overly eventful session filled with surprises.
Yeah, it really has been.
Nino Trikishvili of Georgia, 212.5. She won't be registering a total, but she can continue to deadlift. 12.5 kilo jump from her opener.
And you know, she could potentially take a medal on, even though she won't take home a total, you can still compete for medals in the individual lifts. However, there's some huge deadlifters in this group.
Some of the greatest deadlifters of all time in this group. Oh, nice display of heart there. Nicely done.
I think the bar actually stopped, but she got it moving again, took it all the way to lockout.
And there's a much-needed victory for Nino. Has a reason to celebrate. And someone who's been winning a lot of victories along the way here, Marta. Kiena of Norway.
She's gone up 12.5. She's currently in 3rd place overall. This is a real upset.
You know, she's going to bump off a legend to take a podium spot if this continues. Nobody's seen this coming. Perhaps some of the Norwegians, but
yeah.
Even they had to second guess themselves when you have a lineup like we had coming in.
Absolutely. Oh, no, the weight got ahead of her, got in front of her, and that's hard to pull back when it swings out in front. But it was fast off the floor, I think. Given another, she locked her knees too early. That's what happened.
You know, I think you're about to say, given another opportunity.
Could go. It could well go.
We can't count her out. Chandler Babb of the U.S. Virgin Islands, 235, 5 kilo jump, and I think that's an appropriate jump. 230 was work.
It was.
She's in the lead. She doesn't need to make major jumps right now. Maintain your lead.
And if she gets this, she's only 1 kilo below the world record total. It's tough, but she's... Oh, she can't lock it. She can't lock it.
Oh, she's so close.
Oh, wow. She looked at the referee to see if she'd get the down command, but it would not lock.
It'd be wishful thinking. And you know what? She has a lead. Now it's a vulnerable lead. Wow, another change of momentum in the 69 kilo class. Chandler was pacing herself so well.
But she could not get her hips through.
Now, Kimberly's 230 was work. 10 kilos, I was hesitant when I seen that number go up.
This is a big ask.
240.5.
But she's got so much fight in her.
The bar is loaded.
That's unquestionable.
Kimberly Walford. The deadlift record. The Masters deadlift record. The total record. Masters.
It's moving. Moving. I don't think it's going to go all the way.
Not quite on this occasion.
Oh, that's tough to see. That's tough to see.
And it's going to be, this is a massive shakeup.
She's just not in top form today.
You know, she's resting in fourth. If Kimberly Walford, the greatest of all time, finishes off the podium, nobody would have predicted this. She was the favorite on most people's cards to win this overall.
Yeah, absolutely.
To finish off the podium would almost be unthinkable. I cannot write her obituary for the podium finish just yet. She has one more deadlift. If anybody can gather themselves, it's Kimberly Walford. But this is totally off script.
We can't talk about reigning champion because this is a brand new weight class. But really, we thought that Kimberly coming into this as a 72 kilo champion.
Let's say the reigning queen.
Absolutely.
And there's a peek at where we rest in terms of totals.
So Kimberly Walford is sitting behind the Norwegian lifter Marta Kiena, which we really did not see coming. I don't follow her on Instagram. I'm not familiar with her as a lifter.
Well, I think her Instagram's going to blow up after today.
It really will.
So Chandler Babb missed, looked like due to strength, has 15 kilos spread. I don't think anybody's covering 15 kilo in their last dead, even though she only has her opener. I think she's okay and secure for the gold. I say think. Let's watch
I can't see anyone being able to make up that difference.
Not in the last dead, I agree. The rest of the podium, I'm not sure of.
The bar is loaded at 155 kilos for Katia of Georgia.
Katia Kurtislava of Georgia, 155.
Good lift, nice third attempt there.
Good lift at 155 for Katia. 202.5 goes on the bar now for Mcdermott of Ireland.
Ireland's Emma Mcdermott, 202.5, getting loaded for her third and final deadlift of the day.
Just half a kilo. That's how important that chick can be.
2.5 kilo PB attempt.
2.5 kilos for Emma Mcdermott of Ireland.
Let's go! Come on! Wake up now, let's go! Be patient! Stay with it! Stay with it! Stay with it!
You can hear her coach telling her to stay with it, and she did.
That was pretty good attempt selection because you weren't going to get a single kilo more. And, I mean, the Irish are usually bang on with their attempt selection. Always getting the most out of their lifters on a consistent basis.
Canada.
That's a great result for Emma.
Canada's Christine Castro. 205 kilo being loaded on the bar for her.
205 kilos for Christine Castro of Canada.
5 kilo jump sounds about appropriate. Her second didn't really slow down from the same speed as her first. She's a slow puller, but slow and steady. Doesn't really get pulled out of position. Let's see how she handles a 5 kilo increase. Nope, not today.
Unfortunately, just too heavy.
She looks like she's had a great time, though. She looks like she's enjoyed the lifting. Wouldn't move.
210, next weight on the bar. This is for
210 kilo being loaded once again for Rosa Castelline. She's facing fierce competition here with Marta of Norway, possibly looking to take that silver medal. Anna in the silver medal position right now. No one would have thought.
Crazy to think we could have two relative newcomers at top 2 spots. Deal is not done yet.
It's sports. You can't predict it sometimes.
No, this did not get very far at all last time.
If she pulls this off, it'll be a thing of legend.
It will not break.
Not this
It will
time.
not break. She cannot do better than silver. And that silver medal position is not secure.
It's vulnerable to say the least, because here comes Marta Kiena of Norway, who is having the meat of her life. Now, she also missed her second.
But I think she just made a technical error. I think she locked out her legs too early, which swung the weight out in front of her. Couldn't overcome that moment arm. I think she's got every chance of making this, especially with so much on the line.
If she pulls this off, she jumps ahead of Kimberly Walford and Rosa Castellane and is on everybody's radar. She's going to get a follow from King of the Lifts immediately after the session.
I bet she is. She just needs to get this absolutely perfectly right.
Oh, whoa!
Look at that!
And a star has emerged
Wow.
in the 69 kilo class.
That is a good lift.
Wow.
What an upset. She's pushed Anna Rosa Castellaine down one place.
And Kimberly Walford, remember the name and keep track.
Wow, that is phenomenal. This was not how this was supposed to go.
The new rivalry might be Chandler Babb and Marta Kiena. Nino Trikashvili of Georgia, 217.5 on the bar for her 5 kilo jump. Not registering a total, but would love to finish her day going 3 for 3 in the deadlift event.
Considering she missed her first 6 lifts, she's shown some remarkable composure to be able to come out and pull these weights.
That second attempt was work. She had a battle at the knees, but a little frustration sometimes makes it fight a little harder.
No, not quite. Not quite. Leaves her with the best of 212 and a half.
217.5. 222.5 kilos off the bar. This is for Sarah Manzantini of Italy.
Sarah Manzantini of Italy, 222.5 being loaded for her 12.5 kilo jump from her second.
This is a bit of a Hail Mary pull, isn't it?
Looking to pull herself onto the podium because she is lighter in body weight than Anna Rosa Castellane. Everybody wants to take swings at these giants today.
But this isn't just the deadlift podium.
No,
This
the
was
overall podium, yeah.
It's just incredible. But first she has to pull it.
Oh, whoa. Oh, my
she's done
goodness. Wow. Oh, it's happened.
It's a good
It's
lift.
happened.
She's pushed Rosa Castellaine off the podium.
This is a complete shakeup for everybody's predictions.
I can't believe it. I just can't believe it.
Just a startling turn of events here.
So, Chandler Babb, I don't think she can be challenged.
Chandler Babb, 235 once again. She emptied the tank trying to get it. I don't expect she's going to get this, but she doesn't need it. She is your 69-kilo world champion, barring something crazy.
And I think if you know you've already won and you don't need it, it's hard to bring the intensity, isn't it?
Right. Oh, wow. Holy moly.
She's got it up, but
Same.
she cannot get her hips
Nope.
through.
But the heart
Yeah.
on that young lady. But that is more than likely your 69-kilo world champion,
In her first international.
the Giant Killer.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last deadlift in the 69-kilo category. This, if successful, will take the open
Yeah, same place as last time. Just could not pull her hips
Seven
through.
Masters one total record, all for Kimberly Walford. United States,
Kimberly Walford,
Virgin Islands.
240.5 loaded on the bar for her, and it's
Know what to do.
a really bizarre situation. Kimberly's not pulling for the win. Kimberly's pulling for bronze.
Kimberly Walford, 240.5.
That is something we've never seen before.
I can't believe I'm even saying those words.
She's pulling to get herself on the podium at all.
Oh,
She's
it's
got
up.
it moving,
No.
but it will not go. Kimberly Walford only registered her openers in every lift.
There will be a very
You know what?
while we build the podium.
She is still the greatest powerlifter the IPF has ever seen.
I believe so.
And we're going to take a look at the total here. There's the scoreboard. Chandler Babb, your new 69-kilo world champion. Marta, Kiena of Norway, absolutely shocking everybody with her performance. A 524.5 total, breaking world records along the way, nudging past all-time greats to get there. And then Italy's Sarah Manzantini with a 515, absolutely shocking people with their final pull. We thought it might be a Hail Mary pass, but it was
But
caught
she got it.
and pulled herself onto the podium, also nudging past giants like Rosa Castelline and Kimberly Walford, who shockingly finish off in 4th and 5th. What a crazy turn of events, and this is sports. It has to play out on the field. You don't just send in your nominations and get your medals.
I know you had a powerlifting fantasy game going on. I don't see anyone's predicted this. Anyone, anywhere.
A complete shakeup. And if you watched it, you watch history getting made. And sometimes, you know, the nominations come in and you know who's going to win. Sometimes it's a total crapshoot. And
We saw the birth today of 3 new rising stars in powerlifting.
yeah, I got to hop out of here onto my phone and start following these individuals on King of the Lifts because they are future stars. I hope you enjoyed it. Do not go anywhere. The medal ceremony, we have a new champion about to be crowned. Six-Pack Lappin'
Joe Whiteley.
signing off.
kilo open category, ladies. First of all, the medals for participation. Now we move to the individual medals. For the lifts, in first of all, squats, the bronze medal with 185 kilos goes to Italy's Sara Manzantini. It's the one on the left. On the, no, this side. Yeah. The silver medal on squats, US Virgin Islands, Chandler Babb. Squat gold with 190 kilos for a new world record goes to Norway's Marta Kiena. Well done, ladies. Does everybody have their photos? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, ladies. And next, the bench press in bronze medal position with 112.5 kilos from US Virgin Islands, Chandler Babb. Taking the silver medal with 115 kilos from Norway, Marta Kiena. Gold medal on bench press with a very dominant 130 kilos goes to Brazil's Castelline. Well done, ladies. Thank you, ladies. And now to deadlift. In bronze medal position with 222.5 kilos from Italy, Sara Manzatini. In silver medal position with 230 kilos from US Virgin Islands, Chandler Babb. This is how close this deadlift competition was, because the gold medal was also won with 230 kilos, also for a lady from US Virgin Islands, Kimberly Walford. Great job, ladies, great job. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the crowning of the new world champion, the open totals. In bronze medal position with 515 kilos from Italy, Sara Manzantini. Taking the silver medal with 524.5 kilos from Norway, Marta Kiena. And taking the gold medal and being crowned your new 69-kilo world champion. US Virgin Islands with 530 kilos, it's Chandler Babb! Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of the United States Virgin Islands. Well done, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving these ladies a final round of applause as they follow Jack off the platform.